guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, we are going to start a new series which is known as the aptitude series. So we'll discuss various topics on based on which aptitude questions are generally asked in design exams, and we'll start from the basic and move up to the advanced level so that we can cover all the topics in detail. So let's get started with our first topic today. So first topic today we are going to study is probability. So let's get started with it. So probability is our topic for the day. So you all know probability, what probability is. Like you have learned in your classes, like it's usually the how likely an event is going to occur. So it's that how likely an event is going to occur. So this is what probability is basically, if we talk about in general. But so if we talk about the basic formula, so the basic formula will be the favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. In general, this is the formula which you have all studied from your primary classes. But coming on to what probability is in aptitude exams, it's a bit different from what you study in basic terms. So we'll talk about it, but first in this lecture we are going to build the basic foundation of what probability is, so that you can solve questions in a more efficient manner more easily, and you can have a proper and deep understanding of the topic. So I'll tell you 6 basic tricks. So let's discuss 6 basics. So 6 basics, these are the basics that will help you a lot while solving all these questions of probability. So first is, like, there are some terms which are used in the question. So first term is and. Wherever it is written that a white ball and a blue ball is picked up from a bag of balls, like 10 balls. So if there is written a white ball and a black ball is picked, or a blue ball, so wherever the and word is used, you have to use multiply. Like whatever the calculations will be, you have to multiply the probability of white and the probability of black ball. Now second comes or. Wherever the word or is used, like a blue ball or a red ball is picked up from a bag, the word or is written, so you have to add the terms, add the probability of blue and red ball. Now third comes the word at least. Now at least and at most, these two words are used like they're vice versa of each other. So at least and at most. So if we talk about at least is minimum to maximum, or you can call it in Hindi kam se kam, minimum to max. Like it can be like if there is a question like at least 2 balls are picked up out of out of a bag of 5 balls, so it may be like 2 balls out of 5 are there, for example. So the probability is that out of 5 2 are there, so it could be 2 ball, 3 ball, 4 or 5. So it is kam se kam 2 ball to hongi. This is the meaning of this. Now if we talk about at most, it's the opposite. It's the term used for maximum. Maximum means zyada se zyada. Zyada se zyada in the sense ki if a bag has 3 balls and you have to calculate the probability of 2 balls. So 2 balls is 2 balls meaning is like out of 3 you have to calculate 2 balls. So it may be if there is written at most 2 balls, so it may be 0 ball, 1 ball, 2 ball. So these may be all the favorable outcomes. And now if we talk about the fifth word, so fifth is if somewhere it is written selection or picking up, something like this is written, so it generally means like you have to apply combination over here. So combination is a vast term if we talk in probability. Like there may be a bunch of questions on this topic, So we'll discuss it in detail as we move on further. But if I tell you like selection or picking up problems, so there are two ways to solve these kind of problems. So first is formula based approach. So and second is without formula. So there are two approach, formula and without formula. So formula is simple, like you have studied NCR, that is a combination. So it is n factorial upon r factorial n minus r factorial. This is the normal approach which we use if we use a formula. But if we don't want to use the formula, so if we are talking about without formula, you have to solve. So there is a different approach. I'll discuss it probably when we'll do these kind of questions. So we'll discuss it. Now next is like if there is given question, like you have to remember this is a very short trick but very useful when it comes to solving questions effectively, and also you may get confused, so this will help you. So if there are somewhere it is given that there are 100 balls and you pick 98 balls out of it. So over here if you apply this combination, so you will probably write 100C98. So 100C98, if you calculate 98 factorial, you have to calculate n minus r factorial, so that would be n minus r 2 factorial. That would be easy. But if you can like write over here, this term is equal to 100 minus 98. If we substitute over here, so that would be equal to 100C2. So the answer of this and this both will be same. So these can be used vice versa according to the condition and according to the situation the problem is in. So this is all for this video. I'll continue this series. You can surely watch whatever topics that you want, and you can please do subscribe to our channel, and I'll continue this series, and we'll post a hell lot of videos in this aptitude series. So do subscribe to our channel, do press the bell icon so that you get the notification whenever we post a video. So thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.